crude oil prices have steadied today after rising for 7 straight weeks, pushing gas prices higher. Much of that's been dictated by global demand, but those higher prices are putting pressure on the Biden administration at a time when inflation is starting to cool down. Yahoo Finance's Rick Newman has more. And Rick, there are questions about how this could all play out if things reaccelerate in inflation.
I think the Biden administration has to get very nervous when they see gas prices approaching $4 a gallon. And I think, gasoline prices punch above their weight in terms of consumer psyches. And I think it actually makes a lot of difference what that first number is on the price. If it's a 3, it's probably okay, even if it's in the high threes as it is now, around 3.85. If it's a 4, I think it's very bad, even if it's 4.01. And of course, it got all the way up to a little bit over $5 on average last summer. So the problem with Biden is that he's really struggling in terms of voters' attitudes toward his handling of the economy. And that probably is largely because of inflation. And among inflation, gasoline is the price that consumers, it's more visible to consumers than anything else. So I think Biden has to be worried about this. There's a really interesting irony here, Akiko, which is that the Energy and Information Administration, the EIA, said recently they think U.S. domestic crude oil production is going to hit a new record high by the end of this year or by sometime next year, and we are already at record levels of natural gas production. So the two biggest fossil fuels, oil and natural gas, the U.S. is either at record high levels of production or perhaps about to get there. And the problem for Biden is he can't really just come out and say this. He can't come out and brag and say, hey, we've had more drilling under me than even under President Trump, because, of course, he's trying to appeal to environmentalists and he's pushing hard for the green energy shift. And he's got this huge act. We're at the 1 anniversary of this huge bill from last year that established all these green energy subsidies. So Biden has gotten the additional domestic oil that he was hoping for around this time last year. I just don't think he's going to get any credit for it.
Yeah, it's a tricky message he's had to navigate, we should say, over the course of his presidency, trying to really sort of seeing both sides, or at least seeing the positives on both ends, depending on which side you're trying to appeal to. Rick Newman, as always, thanks so much for that.